Hey guys, welcome back to Corpse Party, Book of Shadows. We're back after finishing Seal. We're on Demise now, and I have no idea how long this episode is going to be. I guess we'll find out. Or shall we? Who is it going to be? That is the question actually. Who is it going to be? Huh? Why was I lying on the ground? My vision was blurred and indistinct. Maybe it was the blow to my head, or maybe it was because all the tears in my eyes. I've been forced out through the infirmary door and tossed like a ragdoll into the hallway. I could barely breathe and was completely unable to move. I wish I could slip away into unconsciousness, but my agony was keeping me in the moment. My abdomen. I put my hand to it without thinking, and a sharp pain flew through my palm as well. Looking down that whole area of my body was soaked with blood and liberally pierced by large pieces of glass, many of them the size of drafting triangles. I was certain some of them must have been sliced all the way into my internal organs. Why was this happening to me? In my veil of tears, I could just barely make out the face of a young girl with an unearthly blue glow about her. She was looking right at me and seemed concerned. No. As she got closer, I could read her expression more clearly. She was smiling and staring into my soul with one good eye and one empty socket. Ah, shit. All at once, I was pulled up into the air with incredible force by the other two faintly glowing children. One of my arms was being held by the spirit of a young boy, while the other was being held by the spirit of what I assumed to be a little girl. Couldn't tell for sure, but since everything above the jawline was missing, leaving me with no facial features to read. Her head was like a half-eaten fruit, with bottom teeth in place of seeds. I could just see her vocal cords flutter and her throat contract with every giggle. Based on her size, I estimate she was still early grade school age. She held my arm tightly, and her shadowy silhouette gazed at me I'm messing up on this. Her voice box gyrated a little, and her throat opened and closed rhythmically, I think, producing a gurgling sound that might have been a chuckle. She then said, all three children were now staring right at me, as if they were studying an ant's movements just before squishing it with their thumbs. With one single rough motion, I found myself flipped 90 degrees downward. I was facing the ground, and I could sense myself moving forward rapidly. Ah, shit. Dead. What a strange sensation. I was now staring up at the wall from the floor. There was a large slavering of chunky red bits strewn all over it. Their dull earth tones clashed heavily with the wall's worn-out grey hues. It looked almost as if someone had winged a juicy pomegranate against it with all their might. Except there was no pomegranate. It was a person. It was me. My limbs were ripped clean off, and my belly had burst open into conglomeration of glistering blood, entrails, and other miscellaneous body fluids. The force of the impact was enough to scatter parts of me all the way to the ceiling. I was an unsightly mess of slimy globules and viscera. I can't say that. The smell was intensely foul, but then it was a creation of raw meat after all. Never mind the fact that it was my meat. And then, and I was just a head, a severed head, torn off at the neck on impact, staring up at what was left of me in the last few moments of consciousness. Hmm?
なんてひどい夢。最悪。気持ち悪いよ。なんだか今の夢、匂いまでした。どこ？ここ。変だよ。さっきまで教室で文化祭の片付けしてて。これ文化祭の出し物？そういえば5組がお化け屋敷やってるって。やだ。私こういうの苦手。しげに先生、篠崎さん、持田くん、どうして黙ってるの？もう冗談やめにしよう。
There was no response. It was only a deep, all encompassing silence that hung in the air like a fog.
地震？こんな演出。そう言いながら私は逆にこれは現実であると認識せざるを得なくなっていた。こんな大掛かりな舞台装置、プロの大道具さんにだって作れない。本物なの？どこなの？みんなは？やだ。助けてよ。しげり。今の子供、嘘でしょ、あの子たち。
Yeah, they were children. Oh, that's up there. Okay, they want me to go. I have no choice.
ここに入ったら取り返しがつかないことになるような気が。
Exactly, that's why you shouldn't. It's the only one choice is don't go in. What's the point? What happened?
私は自分の直感を信じてみた。何より怖そうな保健室を覗くよりも誰かいないか探したい。
Well, we know she's gonna die either way, as Sachiko said. No matter how much you try to avoid it, you'll still just die. Probably a worse death than that. I don't know how worse it can be.
今でも信じられないけれど、私が現にこんな場所に飛ばされているんだもの。
She was transported.
あの場にいたみんなもこの学校にいるかもしれない。しげ兄に会えたら私頑張れる気がする。
I wonder if she does. Oh, episode 2, DEMISE. So it starts off like this instantly. weird. So there is darkening in this again. So I think I've learned from the last chapter I'm just going to go and rush this, because if it takes too long, darkening will probably kill you. Darkening will probably kill us if we take too long. What about the wise still there? If the wise is still there, that means we might be in Naomi's realm. It's definitely now.
これは私一人じゃ無理だよね。でもシゲ兄って力仕事とかあんまり。文化祭のお汁粉屋さんの時だってこういうブルーカラーの仕事は岸沼あたりが適任だなんて言って机運ぶのも面倒そうだったもんね。
So I guess we can't do that. This music's really good. 3A, what happened with Naomi, that stupid room. This is the third person already, we see. It was a young girl. She seemed to be in her mid-teens. And she was wearing a school uniform, suggesting she was indeed another student from somewhere. But something wasn't right. Across the question, I realised that this young girl was very much dead. Yeah, we know that.
So,
Wonder how much time has passed since she died. Externally, she looked to be mostly intact, but her internal organs have been clearly begun to decay, with various and sundry fluids leaking out onto the floor all around her. Drawing in for a more detailed look, I noticed that both her eyeballs have been stabbed with pencils. Wow.
やだ、冗談でしょ。人が死んでるなんて。
You keep moving. That's what you do.
警察に。そうだ、携帯。
I tried dialing 110, Japan's emergency services, but the call wouldn't go through.
嘘。県外。ごめん。私何もしてあげられないみたい。吐きそう。人間って死ぬとこんなになっちゃうんだ。
What was that noise? Maybe this again? Some written in a chalk. Smells so good. Smell of tasty meat. Where is it coming from? It's supposed to be Moshiya, I think it's is that.
これって人玉。お願い。私の体を。私の体を。あなたはこの遺体の人？今の私を。
Did you do it?
どうしよう。力になってあげた方がいい。
You know what the drill is, guys. Let's save the state. Let's try and help. It's my instinct.
本当は埋葬してあげられたらいいんだけど、せめて大きな布でもあれば。
So I gotta find something to cover her up with. So I can't really do it yet anyway. So I guess this room is nothing else in here unless we go out and go to 2A. so big, even a jump wouldn't be likely to it. Chasing days and there's nowhere to go. We're 3A. Got 2% dark. Press Y? What the frick? Oh! This is not the other one. I guess we'll try A and save on there. Yes, let's save there. I guess we walk around, I guess. Let's just walk up to, yeah. Let's see if you see anything on the screen. Too big to jump, but if a plank were laid over like a bridge, it might be possible. So if I find a plank, I can use it. Whoopsie doodle. Let me do that. What am I doing? I was looking for some way to just rotate. I guess it's not possible. Yes! Take it. Ah, she gave me something. I guess I can get it. Charm. Take it. You do that. Yeah, we got a name. Oh! Take it. Alright guys, doing quick progress here. 2%. Let's go. Guess we're going to a new area now. We haven't saw this area yet. Oh yeah. Space the board. Well, I guess there's gonna be a choice but we'll do it. Go back. Oh, a candle? What does that mean? Yumi.
これって篠崎さんのろうそく？よかった。やっぱりみんなこの学校のどこかにいる
んだ。So where is this? Where's the exit? Oh, so we can go there. That was hidden. Here's the custodian's closets here. No, wait, what? Wow, this is freaking huge. Honestly, I'm thinking this is blocked off, of course. Understandable. I need expect anything else, really. Alright, look at that. That's great. We have these with some wild girls, the birds already bleached white, yeah. This little girl. But staying box cutter lying on the ground nearby, assessing like cause of death. She died by a box cutter. Oh!
私はあんたなんて何とも思ってないのよ。ただの友達。でも、もう友達でさえない。先生や大人がいないからってあんなことするなんて気持ち悪い気持ち悪い気持ち悪い死んでよ早く死んでよ叩いてもびくともしないなんてやっぱりここ
Unforgivable. I thought we were friends. I hope you die in agony. So I guess... What's her? Not forgetting these things? No? No? I guess it's that. And I guess we can't do anything here. I'm going way down there. I'm gonna see if... How the interesting way the spirit of a little boy suddenly materialized in front of the door. Remembered his face.
あの子だどうしよう見つかったらまずい気がする
Immediately ducked into the shadow of the shoe cubby. He's doing my best to stay out of sight. Oh shit. So wait a minute. I'm not taking any chances. Let's have a new save. I feel like I'm just supposed to leave now. But just I'm thinking what happens if I press talk. He's gone. Realistically, I don't want to use that yet. Because if I use that charm now, I don't know if it's gone, but I'm just making sure it hasn't gone. I have items here anyway. I could have checked then, but oh well. Let's just leave. Can we go down this hallway? Let's have a look. Don't think so. Maybe we'll plank. Does it say okay, we'll plank? Ah, I felt about to sneeze it. The channel I picked up earlier suddenly burst into flames for a split second. It instantaneously turned to ash. My lifeline was gone. Last chance. I don't know if it's because I took my time. Just to make sure, guys. Just to make sure. Because it sounded like I messed up. I was going to quickly leave and go down that hallway. If it's the same thing, then I know I can't do anything about it. It is. Took my time and that's what happened. Unless he does appear there, but I didn't realise. Oh my god. This is gonna be annoying then. It's gonna be freaking annoying. I have to do it one at a time then. Down there. And there's paper scattered on the floor. I think before that paper was from a notebook. A better notebook came just a line just a few feet away. Most of the pages are soaked with blood or other sun-dried fluids, rendering their contents ineligible. But a few sentences can be made out here and there. Apparently had strong feelings for her for a long time. He's God's gift to whom? Women. Dumb jock thinks just because he's good at sports, or how she's here in this godforsaken place. A guy who sees her like that. If he tries anything, I swear I'll kick his ass. Don't let him get away with it. She and I will find a way, get back home together. Though I have to, I'm scared.
親友か。
My best friend.
この子、一緒に来た友達を守ろうとしてたんだ。しげに、みんな、きっと会えるよね。
I feel bad taking it, but this never might be good to have on hand. Maybe I'll run into the best friend or that boy.